Ever tried to like download a weather forecast or stream a movie, while out on the open water?
Oh, I can only imagine.
It's rough out there. I mean, it's 2024. Shouldn't internet on a yacht be as good as it is on land?
You would think so, right? But it's been a real struggle.
Yeah, it's like stuck in the past.
Yeah.
Tell me more about what's typically available or not available, as the case may be.
Well, for years, we've been stuck with slow, unreliable satellite internet.
If any at all.
Right. And that's if you were lucky enough to even get a connection at all. But things are changing. The landscape is changing. And it's all thanks to a pretty big revolutionary shift in technology.
Okay, so cut to the chase. That's where Starlink comes in, right?
Exactly.
I keep hearing about it, but to be honest, all the talk about low Earth orbit satellites makes my head spin.
Yeah.
Can you break it down for me? What's the big deal with these low Earth orbit satellites?
Absolutely. Think of it like those old satellite systems, the ones we're used to, the ones that are so slow.
Struggling with.
Yeah. Their satellites are parked way out in space, over 22,000 miles away.
Wow, that's far.
That's a long way for your data to travel, which is why it takes, ages to load anything. Starlink satellites, on the other hand, are much closer.
Okay.
Just a few hundred miles above the Earth.
So the closer the satellite, the faster the connection.
Exactly.
Okay, that makes sense, but how much faster are we talking? Give me some numbers.
We're talking speeds up to 220 mil apiece.
Okay.
And just to put that into perspective, that's on par with what many people get with their home internet packages on land.
Really?
Yeah. You could download a huge navigation chart, update in minutes, stream a live concert. You can even join a video conference without that, that annoying lag.
Wow, that's a game changer.
Right.
I've definitely experienced my share of choppy video calls while at sea.
Oh, tell me about it.
It is not pretty.
Yeah, it's not just about speed, it's also about that instant response you get, the low latency. Imagine playing an online game.
Right.
You need your actions to happen in real time. Starlink makes that kind of responsiveness possible even when you're miles from shore.
That's huge, especially for anyone who relies on quick, stable internet access. Whether it's for work or leisure, it doesn't matter. But I have to ask, the ocean, it's unpredictable to say the least. How do these satellites stay locked on with all that rocking and rolling? I can just imagine trying to, aim a satellite dish while riding a roller coaster on water.
Yeah, and you're not wrong to be a little skeptical. It's not like you can just, slap a regular Starlink dish on your yacht and call it a day.
Right.
That's where the right equipment and expertise become so crucial.
Yeah.
And that's actually why Marine Data Solutions has caught our eye.
Okay, so from what I've gathered, they're not just installing Starlink, they're specializing in it for yachts.
Exactly. They're going all in. And you know what makes them different? It's their dedication to providing the optimal setup.
Okay.
They exclusively work with the Starlink High Performance flat antenna.
Okay, so tell me more about that.
So this isn't like some flimsy dish, okay? Yeah. This thing is built to withstand harsh marine environments. Yeah. Wind, salt spray, you name it.
Okay, so it can handle a bit of rocking and rolling.
Yeah.
But what about when those choppy seas turn into something a bit more extreme? What happens then?
Well, that's where things get really interesting.
Okay.
Marine Data Solutions, they've developed something called the MDS blender.
The MDS blender, what is that?
Okay, so think of it like having multiple internet connections in your house, right?
Okay.
So if one Wi-Fi router is acting up, your device just automatically switches to another one. You barely even notice.
Right.
It's the same concept.
So the MDS blender, it's combining multiple Starlink antennas.
Yes.
That sounds incredibly powerful.
It is.
A little overkill even for a luxury yacht.
Well, it's not about being excessive. It's about that unbreakable connection, you know? Imagine this. You're in the middle of the ocean, a storm rolls in, maybe a satellite moves out of range.
Right.
Whatever the case, with the MDS blender, your connection seamlessly hops over to another antenna.
So you're always online.
You're always online.
Wow, that peace of mind, it would be invaluable, especially if you're relying on the internet for navigation or communication in a really tricky situation. So even if one antenna takes a temporary hit, the others have it covered.
Precisely. But you know what? They've actually taken it even a step further.
Okay.
Let's say you're cruising closer to shore. You're within range of 5G cellular networks. The MDS blender is intelligent enough to recognize that, and it'll seamlessly switch over to utilize the best possible connection available.
Now that you mention it, I have been in those situations where my phone had a decent 5G signal while we were out on the water, but my laptop was struggling to do anything.
Yeah.
This sounds like it solves that problem.
It does. It's about having options and utilizing that strongest signal at any given moment. They call it automatic failover, and it's all about just maintaining that uninterrupted connection no matter where you are.
So we're talking about more than just faster downloads, smoother streaming.
Way more.
This is about like a lifeline to the outside world. Whether you're facing rough seas or just want to enjoy seamless connectivity, it's a game changer.
This is honestly blowing my it's like the internet has finally caught up to like the modern yachting experience.
Right.
We've talked about speed, reliability, even staying connected during a storm. But what about the practical stuff? Let's say I'm, I don't know, not just checking emails, but actually running my business from the yacht. Is that even feasible with this kind of setup?
Totally. Yeah. With the combined power of multiple Starlink antennas and 5G, we're talking speeds of up to 1 Gbps.
Wow.
That's more bandwidth than most homes have on land.
No kidding.
Video conferencing, downloading huge files, processing online transactions, it's all within reach. I never would have thought that running a business from a yacht would be anything but a major headache. But this changes everything.
Yeah.
This is amazing.
It's about freedom, isn't it?
Right.
The freedom to work from anywhere, explore new destinations, stay connected without compromise.
It really is. I'm already imagining myself dropping anchor in some secluded cove with nothing but like crystal clear water and uninterrupted Wi-Fi.
Right.
Okay, maybe that's a slight exaggeration.
Well, no, sounds pretty good to me.
But you get the point. This technology has the potential to be like truly transformative.
It is.
This is amazing.
Yeah, and it's not just about convenience either.
Right.
Imagine being able to access real-time weather data, navigation charts, even in the most remote corners of the globe.
Right.
It adds a whole new level of safety and peace of mind to long-distance cruising.
That's a really great point, and one that I hadn't even considered. So it's not just about, entertainment, convenience. It's about enhancing safety and enabling like entirely new possibilities at sea. This has been so eye-opening. This is amazing.
Well, and don't forget, Marine Data Solutions is there to handle all the technical aspects for you.
Right.
Being an authorized Peplink Starlink solution provider means they're experts in installation, ongoing support. They're your go-to team to make sure everything runs smoothly.
Yeah, knowing that there is a team of experts, like just a phone call away, definitely takes the pressure off. Honestly, this entire deep dive has completely changed my perspective.
Yeah.
I went from thinking decent internet at sea was like a fantasy to realizing I could be running a live webinar from the middle of the ocean.
And that's exactly what we wanted to show you, you know, that the future of connectivity is limitless.
It really is.
How would you use this technology? How would you use it to enhance your experience out on the open water?
That's a great question, and one that I have a feeling I'll be pondering for quite some time. Thank you so much for taking us on this incredible deep dive into the world of high-performance internet at sea.
Of course.
Until next time, may you always have fair winds and a strong connection.